A 99-year-old man divorced his 96-year-old wife after 77 years of marriage when he discovered an affair she had in the 1940s. Here are some facts that will surprise you. There's someone who secretly loves you, but doesn't dare tell you. It's the fourth person who appears when you click on share, and then on more. In Tanzania, there's an active volcano called Oldoinyo Lengai, which emits lava so cold it can be touched with bare hands for a fraction of a second. Between 3 and 4 in the morning, your body is at its weakest. That's when most people die in their sleep. Comment "sometimes I like" and let your autocorrect take over. We're going to have a good laugh. A single sperm contains about 375 megabytes of genetic information. This means an average ejaculation represents a data transfer of 15,625 terabytes. Laughing for 15 minutes a day can boost your body's resistance to diseases. Before the last fact, subscribe to not miss out. People won't always tell you how they feel, but they will show you. Pay attention. Every second in the world, 866,055 people kiss. Astonishing facts that will shock you. Nobody is able to answer the last question. It is impossible to kill yourself by holding your breath. People who love classical music tend to be smarter. Comment "weep" to unlock a rare emoji. Did you know that spiders are the most effective predators on Earth? In 2020, a teenager discovered a planet during his internship at NASA. The inventors of the microwave had no idea that their invention would become a staple kitchen appliance. People who enjoy reading are generally more empathetic. Did you know that dogs can smell diseases like cancer? In Brazil, there are more bird species than anywhere else in the world. Following my account will make you discover something new every day. Before revealing the question, remember to subscribe and like. Here's the question no one can answer. I speak all languages, but I can't speak. Who am I? Put your answer in the comments. Here are some astonishing facts that will shock you. No one can answer the last question. The youngest mother in the world had a child at just 5 years and 7 months old in 1939. The stick insect is a fascinating creature, known for its remarkable ability to camouflage as a stick or branch. On average, a man will spend 20 days of his life at the barber's. Mosquitoes have killed more humans than any other cause in history. People who enjoy black coffee are generally more likely to be individualists. Comment "my dream is to," and let your keyboard finish the sentence. Did you know that flamingos are not naturally pink? They become pink due to their diet rich in beta-carotene. In Japan, there are more elderly people than young people. Subscribing to my account and liking the video will make you smarter every day. Here's the question that nobody can answer. I can be cracked, made, told, and played. What am I? Put your answer in the comments. If you scream for 8 years, 7 months, and 6 days, you would produce enough energy to heat a cup of coffee. The dilemma at the end of the video will keep you pondering for a long time. Pineapples don't grow on trees but on the ground, at the center of a spiky-leaved plant. The gravity on the moon is so weak that a human could jump over a bus if it was there. If you put all the elephants on Earth on a scale, they would weigh less than all the ants combined. Comment "my dream is to," and let your keyboard finish the sentence. Astronauts can't burp in space because of the absence of gravity. Unlike most animals, turtles can breathe through their backside. Dolphins sleep with one eye open to stay alert for predators. Before revealing the dilemma that will make you think hard, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Here's the dilemma. For $1 billion, would you accept to never see again in your life the first person who appears when you click on share then WhatsApp? Think carefully and put your answer in the comments. The most expensive house in the world in 2023 is Antilia, located in Mumbai, India, and is valued at $1 billion. Here are some surprising facts. To check if your phone is being spied on, click on the arrow just below, then on more. If you find an unknown app, uninstall it immediately. In Finland, there's an annual competition called wife carrying. The winner receives his wife's weight in beer. Comment "in 10 years and let your autocorrect finish the sentence. It's going to be funny. Banknotes are not actually made of paper, but rather a blend of linen and cotton. The Earth's core contains enough gold to cover the entire surface of the planet. The mimic octopus can imitate more than 15 different species, including sea snakes, flatfish, and jellyfish. People who sleep less than 5 hours a night are more likely to catch a cold than those who sleep 7 hours or more. Before the last fact, subscribe to not miss out. Overly happy people don't see the warning signs of dangerous people or situations, and are more inclined to trust when they shouldn't. You can inflate a balloon faster in a cold place than in a hot one because air contracts in the cold and expands in the heat. Here are some facts that will surprise you. There's someone who secretly loves you, but they don't dare tell you. It's the fourth person who appears when you click on share, and then on more. An elephant can smell water up to 3 miles away. Their sense of smell is incredible. If you could drive a car upwards, you would reach space in just about an hour. The oldest cactus in the world is about 5,000 years old. Imagine the secrets it must know. Ninjas used to use tools called shuko, metal claws worn on the hands and feet to climb walls. Bright colors aren't just beautiful, they affect our mood. Blue can calm us down, while red can make us feel energetic. The largest library in the world is the Library of Congress in the United States, with over 170 million items. Before the last fact, subscribe to not miss anything. If you screamed in space, no one would hear you because there's no air to carry the sound. The feeling one gets when they think their phone has vibrated is called phantom vibration syndrome. Such fascinating information that you'll rub your eyes while watching them. The last question will destabilize you. There is someone who knows all your secrets. It's the second person who appears when you click on the arrow just below, then on WhatsApp. Before the invention of toothpaste, people used surprising methods to brush their teeth, such as powders made from crushed oyster shells, burnt ashes, and even pieces of bricks. Comment, "I am sure that," and observe your keyboard's prediction. There are no comments under this video with 0 likes. People who give the best advice are usually the ones with the most problems. Regularly practicing internal monologues promotes well-being and makes us more creative. If you want someone to fall in love with you, use the triangle method. In general, when we feel observed, we unconsciously change our behavior. There is a limit to the number of people with whom we can maintain a stable social relationship, and this limit is about 150 people. A less attractive person has a better chance of finding everlasting love than someone who is beautiful. Get ready to be amazed by these facts. There is someone who wants to be more than a friend to you. It's the third person that appears when you click on share, then on more. Intelligent people tend to get bored easily and are also more irritable. Traveling improves your physical and mental health, reduces stress, and boosts mood. Comment the place you want to travel to the most, and see how many people want to go to the same place as you. There are no comments under this video, with 0 likes. People who read regularly are often more empathetic and understand others better. Studies have shown that people who love animals tend to be more compassionate and have a big heart. Breathing through the mouth during sleep increases the risk of cavities. Once you stop appreciating someone, everything they do starts to irritate you. 70% of people stop the microwave before it reaches 0 to avoid the alarm noise. Before I reveal the last fact, subscribe so you don't miss out. Those who tend to bite their nails usually have a stronger immune system. Jazz is considered the only musical genre native to the United States. Only 2% of the population can answer the question at the end of the video. For $1 million, would you rather never brush your teeth for the rest of your life, or kiss the first person who appears when you click on share then WhatsApp? Have you ever imagined a pink lake? Lake Retba in Senegal is naturally pink due to its high salt content. The meter, the unit of length measurement, was originally defined by a pendulum swinging with a period of 2 seconds. Comment, "I will," and let your keyboard take over. Elephants can't jump, but they are the only mammals that can't lift all their feet off the ground at the same time. The Atlantic Ocean is expanding by about 2.5 centimeters every year. Before revealing the question reserved only for intelligent people, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Here's the question. I am lighter than what I contain, but you can't carry me. Who am I? Put your answer in the comments. People who seem cold or distant are often the ones who need love the most. You'll be surprised by these facts, but the last one will shock you. There's someone who wants to be more than a friend to you. It's the third person that appears when you click on share, and then on the plus button. Those who love rain are often melancholic and deep individuals. Reading before bedtime can increase life expectancy. What's the last book that kept you up late at night? Share it in the comments. It might become someone else's next favorite. There are no comments under this video with 0 likes. Hearing your song randomly on the radio is more satisfying than choosing to listen to it. According to some studies, lovers of spicy food might have a penchant for seeking thrills. Obesity today causes more deaths than malnutrition. Bees can recognize if another bee is drunk, and often they will prevent it from entering the hive. Before I reveal the last fact, subscribe so you don't miss out. The common housefly can transmit at least 65 different diseases to you as it wanders over your food. If you often see mirrored hours, it means the universe has a plan for you. Fascinating curiosities that will provoke your thinking. The last question might alter your current understanding of the world. You've left an indelible mark on someone's heart. It's the first person that appears when you click on share, then on WhatsApp. Nutella was invented during World War II when an Italian baker mixed hazelnuts with chocolate due to a cocoa shortage. Want a prediction? Type, "Tomorrow I will," and let your keyboard predict what you'll do. There are no comments with 0 likes. A 2-meter-long dinosaur bone weighing about 500 kilograms was discovered in southwestern France. Although thousands of people die in nursing homes every year, you never hear that they're haunted. Water can drown, burn, poison, and freeze, but you always need it to live. Before revealing the last question, subscribe, give a like, and add this video to your favorites. Is the HARP project a secret weapon to manipulate the weather? Orbach-Wiethe syndrome is the loss of the ability to feel fear. Here are some surprising facts, especially the last one. Your true love is the second person that appears when you click on share, then on the more button. The Bible contains 1,260 promises. If luck smiled upon you in the lottery, what would you want to buy? Comment, "I will buy," and let your autocorrect finish the sentence. There are no comments with 0 likes. Today, over 95% of NFTs have no value. The film that holds the record for the most takes for a scene is City Lights by Charlie Chaplin, with 324 takes. When a friend does something wrong, don't forget all the good they have done. The full name of Los Angeles is El Pueblo de Nuestra Señora, la Reina de Los Angeles de Porciúncula. Before the last fact, subscribe so you don't miss out. Dorothy Hoffner set a world record by becoming the oldest person in the world to skydive at 104 years old. Dysania is the state of a person who finds it hard to get up in the morning. Facts that will surprise you, especially the last one. Someone near you might pretend to be your friend, but in reality, they are jealous of you. It's the 5th person that appears when you click on share, and then on the more button. The Incredible Hulk was originally gray. 60% of people admit to typing things into Google to check if they are spelled correctly. Write down the city you live in the comments and see all the friends you can make. There are no comments with 0 likes. Cockroaches are older than dinosaurs. There are 5 billion internet users in the world. Misophonia is a condition where you get easily annoyed or irritated by small things. For instance, someone eating or breathing too loudly. People who keep themselves busy even with pointless tasks tend to be happier than those who don't. Leonardo da Vinci could write with one hand and draw with the other at the same time. Before the last fact, remember to subscribe so you don't miss out. Treadmills were invented to punish English prisoners in 1818. Couples who live together before marriage have a higher divorce rate than those who wait. The first marriages that end in divorce usually last about 8 years. Someone wants to be more than a friend to you. It's the first person that appears when you click on share and then on WhatsApp. 75% of people who marry partners who have had an affair end up divorcing. Kissing someone can give you cavities. State your date of birth and find your soulmates in the comments. There is no comment on this video with 0 likes. If there is one, it means they are the chosen one. According to a study, relationships where both partners are either too similar or too different are equally likely to fail. Balance appears to be the key to a successful relationship. Couples who do not discuss their financial expectations and goals are more likely to encounter difficulties and conflicts, eventually leading to separation. Kissing someone for a minute burns 2 calories. How many calories have you burned this week? We will probably never meet again, so subscribe to my account to become smarter every day. Cornflakes were invented by accident by the Kellogg brothers who were trying to create a food for patients of a sanatorium in 1898. Due to a mistake, they overcooked their dough, which led to the beginnings of these famous cereals. Get ready to be amazed by these facts. There is someone who secretly loves you. It's the 4th person that appears when you click on share and then on the more button. If a friend introduces you to someone and speaks well of them, you tend to like them too. This is called triadic closure. Approximately 50% of the world's population speaks 2 languages, and 10% speak 3. And you? How many languages do you speak? Write it in the comments, and find out how many others can communicate in the same languages as you. The first Avatar remains the most profitable film in the history of cinema. Before the last fact, subscribe so you don't miss out. We are often wary of strangers, but in reality, the threat more often comes from those we know, even if they seem normal and respectable. Adidas and Puma were founded by brothers Adolf and Rudolf Dassler. After a dispute, they divided their businesses. Really surprising facts, but the last one stands out particularly. Is your phone compromised? To find out, click on the arrow just below then on more. If you don't recognize an app, delete it. Shakespeare's skull is missing from his tomb. The Maldives is home to the world's first underwater restaurant, named Ita. It is located 5 meters below the ocean's surface. Comment, "I bet that," and let your keyboard take over. There are no comments with 0 likes under this video. China uses weather modification for significant events. The longest boxing match lasted 7 hours and 19 minutes. The number of abs a person can have is genetically determined. Before the last fact, subscribe to discover exciting facts every day. Ferruccio Lamborghini initially started manufacturing tractors after World War II. He only decided to make cars to compete with Ferrari after having a disagreement with Enzo Ferrari himself. In 2018, a Chinese scientist claimed to have created the world's first genetically modified babies to make them resistant to HIV. Prepare to be amazed by these facts. The last one is incredibly shocking. To check if your phone is being spied on, click on the arrow just below then on More. If you find an unknown application, uninstall it immediately. Nikola Tesla was in love with a pigeon. If you leave your usual bedtime in the comments, you will find out how many people are asleep at the same time as you. There are no comments with 0 likes under this video. Clothing is the most sold item in the world. In 2022, a chess robot in Moscow broke the finger of a 7-year-old boy after the latter made a quick move, without waiting for the robot to finish its turn. Some blind people have developed an amazing skill called echolocation, allowing them to see their environment. Before the last fact, subscribe to not miss anything. During its construction, the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland raised fears that it might create a micro-black hole that would swallow the Earth. Random facts about girls. The last one will shock all boys. Girls don't like talking about gross things as much as guys do. Girls dream about their crush all the time. They just don't show it. 70% of girls use silence to express their feelings. Your future soulmate is the first person you see when you click on Share, then on More. If a girl suddenly becomes silent after talking with you, she is thinking deeply about what you said. Most girls like to receive sincere compliments, but they can often detect when someone isn't being genuine, so honesty is paramount when addressing them. In every girl's life there are 3 boys: the one she loves, the one she hates, and the one she thinks she can't live without. You know a girl is really in love when she doesn't spend as much time on social media as she used to. You hurt a girl's feelings when you tell her not to wear makeup. She would rather you compliment her instead of telling her not to wear it. Girls like it when guys wear gray pants because they look down after kissing you. Don't forget to like for more videos like this every day. Have you ever heard of the rain of fish? It's a rare phenomenon where fish fall from the sky with the rain. Astonishing facts that will shock you. Only geniuses will be able to answer the last question. The oldest tree in the world is over 4,800 years old and is located in California. Here's an impossible dilemma. Would you accept the ability to teleport, but you'd never see again in your life the third person who appears when you click on Share, and then WhatsApp? The first television advertisements were actually demonstrations by chefs showing how to use a new frying pan. Grapes explode when heated in a microwave due to the high concentration of sugar and water inside. Comment "My phobia is," and let your keyboard finish the sentence. Contrary to what many think, the bite of most snakes is not fatal to humans. Before revealing the question that only geniuses will be able to answer, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Here's the question. What's full during the day and empty at night without being an object? Put your answer in the comments. Your pupil can dilate up to 45% when you look at someone you love. Impressive facts that will shock you. Only geniuses will be able to answer the question at the end of the video. Bamboo is one of the fastest growing plants in the world. Some can grow up to 91 centimeters in just one day. Here's a dilemma that will make you think for a long time. For $3 million, would you accept to never see again the second person who appears when you click on the arrow and then WhatsApp? In 1783, the first passengers of a hot air balloon were a sheep, a duck, and a rooster. They flew for 8 minutes. Comment, "This end of the year I will," and let your keyboard predict your end of the year. You'll be surprised. Antarctica is the world's largest desert in terms of precipitation. By subscribing to my account, you'll become smarter every day. Before revealing the question that only geniuses can answer, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Here's the question. I am taken before I'm given, and I remain after I'm gone. Who am I? Every time you laugh, you burn about 3.5 calories. Stunning facts that will shock you. Only geniuses will be able to answer the last question. There's a planet where it rains glass. The biggest Christmas gift was the Statue of Liberty. France gave it to the United States in 1886. Someone is watching you, but you don't know it. It's the third person who appears when you click on Share, then WhatsApp. Tigers not only have stripes on their fur, but their skin is also striped. In a group, 1 out of 20 people shares the same birthday as you. Comment your birthday and see who has the same as you. Fire doesn't have a shadow because it itself is a source of light. The first car ever made didn't exceed 2.5 mph. Before revealing the question only geniuses can answer, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Here's the question. I am everywhere but nowhere. Without me, nothing could exist. Who am I? Drop your answer in the comments. There's an E and A in every country in the world. Astonishing facts that will shock you. Only geniuses of this world will be able to answer the last question. Each year, a human sheds an average of 40 to 100 hairs a day. When you blush, it's not just your face that turns red. The inside of your stomach reddens too. If you click on share, then WhatsApp, the third person that appears finds you attractive. Comment next time, and let your keyboard's prediction take over. There are plants in the desert that can survive on just a few millimeters of water a year. Snakes can perceive vibrations in the ground to hear nearby prey and predators. Subscribing to my account will make you smarter every day. Before revealing the question that only geniuses can answer, don't forget to give a like and subscribe. Here's the question. I speak without a voice. I tell you 1,000 stories, but I remain motionless in one place. What am I? Put your answer in the comments. Here are some facts you probably didn't know. Coca-Cola was originally created by a pharmacist to treat diarrhea and as a remedy for various ailments. Only geniuses will be able to answer the question at the end of the video. When you sneeze, your heart stops for a split second. One of your contacts secretly loves you. It's the second person that appears when you click on share and then on WhatsApp. Comment, I want to, and let your keyboard finish. It might be funny. Did you know that chocolate was once used as currency? In China, it's traditional to pay a bonus to the architect of your house if it stands for more than 20 years. Longevity really has value. Have you ever wondered why our fingers wrinkle in water? It's an evolutionary adaptation to help grasp underwater objects. By subscribing to my account, you'll become smarter every day. Before I reveal the question that only geniuses will be able to answer, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's the question. The more you give me, the less you have. What am I? Leave your answer in the comments. If you walk into a room and can't remember what you came in for, it's possible that your mind briefly traveled to a parallel universe. Astonishing facts that will shock you. Only geniuses will be able to answer the last question. There's someone who dares not tell you they love you. It's the third person who appears when you click on the arrow at the bottom right, and then on the WhatsApp icon. If you often write the number 8 by drawing 2 stacked circles, it might mean you're someone who appreciates structure and order. Your keyboard knows your biggest lie. Comment I lied about, and let your autocorrect finish the sentence. You might be surprised by what it reveals. The lion's roar can be heard from 5 miles away. Butterflies taste with their feet. Every time they land on a flower or plant, they sense flavors through their tiny sensory receptors. Before revealing the question that only geniuses can answer, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Here's the question. I go up and down, but I never move. What am I? Put your answer in the comments. Never look out the window at 3:33 in the morning. Astonishing facts that will disturb you. Only geniuses will be able to answer the last question. There's someone who knows all your secrets. It's the second person who appears when you click on the arrow and then share on WhatsApp. Your heart is so powerful it could squirt your blood over 30 feet away. Did you know that shooting stars aren't really stars? They are bits of rock or metal burning up in the atmosphere. Comment, I am sure that, and watch your keyboard's prediction. Ancient Egyptians used live mice as a remedy for toothaches. In some parts of the world, there are beaches with sand that squeaks. This phenomenon is due to the sand's high silica content. By subscribing to my account, you'll become smarter every day. Before revealing the question, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Here's the question. I'm lighter than air, but even a strong man can't hold me for long. What am I? Put your answer in the comments. If you wake up at the same time every night, it's the universe trying to send you a message. Amazing facts that will surprise you. Only geniuses will be able to answer the last question. Every snowflake is absolutely unique. If you laugh when you're upset, you're probably someone who handles stress with humor. Would you rather go on vacation alone or with the second person that appears when you click on share, then WhatsApp? Have you ever noticed that flamingos can sleep standing on just one leg? You have a hidden talent. Comment my talent is, and let your keyboard reveal your hidden skill. In the 17th century in Turkey, drinking coffee was punishable by death. One of the islands in the Philippines is teardrop-shaped. By subscribing to my account, you'll become smarter every day. Before revealing the question, don't forget to give a like and subscribe. Here's the question only geniuses can answer. The more you take, the less you have. What is it? Put your answer in the comments. Sexual activity burns 360 calories per hour. Astonishing facts that will surprise you. Only geniuses will be able to answer the last question. Koalas have fingerprints almost identical to humans. So, if a koala committed a crime, could we detect it? Someone secretly loves you. They are the first person who appears when you click on share, then more. In the 1800s, people used human alarm clocks who would tap on their windows to wake them up. Have you ever heard of a whale named 52 Hertz? It sings at such a unique frequency that other whales can't hear it. If you hold a soda can for too long, it will begin to warm up because of the heat from your hand. By subscribing to my account, you'll become more educated than the general population every day. Before I reveal the question, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's the question only geniuses can answer. I'm full of holes, yet I can still hold a lot of water. What am I? Put your answer in the comments. Why do clothes darken when they get wet if water is transparent? Amazing facts that will shock you. Only 1% of the population will be able to answer the last question. A friend who prefers text messages over calls is often someone thoughtful, taking the time to choose their words. In some parts of India, it can rain so hard that fish fall from the sky. Did you know that dragonflies have a lifespan of only 24 hours? People who prefer autumn over other seasons are often drawn to change and transformation. Comment, my mother, and let your keyboard tell you the truth about your mother. In 1880, a cat was hired as a mail carrier in Belgium, but it only lasted one day. Did you know your nose and ears never stop growing? Cats can make over 100 different sounds, while dogs only make about 10. Before I reveal the question that only 1% of the population can answer, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's the question. I speak without a voice. I tell the truth without speaking. I am leafed through, but I am not a flower. Who am I? Nails continue to grow after death. Stunning facts that will shock you. Only geniuses will be able to answer the last question. Yawning is so contagious that even reading about it can make you yawn. Have you ever observed a hippopotamus when it sweats? Its natural sunscreen is red. People who prefer darkness or night are often more creative, according to some studies. Someone admires you, but you don't know it. It's the first person that appears when you click on share and then WhatsApp. Did you know that sharks are the only fish that can blink with both eyelids? In 1996, a man rented a movie from the library and forgot about it for 25 years. When he returned it, he wasn't fined. By subscribing to my account, you will become smarter every day. Before revealing the question that only geniuses can answer, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's the question. I have keys but open no locks. I am big or small, but I cannot be moved. Who am I? Put your answer in the comments. You can pinch the skin of your elbow as hard as you want, and you won't feel any pain. Only geniuses will be able to answer the last question. Did you ever realize that chocolate is a vegetable, since it comes from cocoa beans? It's said that those who remember their dreams are more sensitive to sounds during their sleep. Someone doesn't dare to tell you they love you. It's the first person that appears when you click share, then WhatsApp. A snail can sleep for 3 years straight. People who prefer horror movies are generally calmer in stressful situations. Comment with my father has, and let your keyboard finish the sentence. It's going to be fun. The first ballpoint pen was created because an inventor was fed up with his fountain pen leaking. In some Amazon tribes, singing is as natural as speaking. Subscribing to my account will make you discover new things every day. Before revealing the question, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Here's the question. I can run but never walk. I always have a mouth but never talk. Who am I? Comment your answer. Only geniuses will get it right. You can only move your bottom teeth and not the top ones. Only smart people will be able to answer the last question. Did you know that sunlight can take up to 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth? Every person you meet knows something you don't. If you click on share and then WhatsApp, the third person that appears finds you attractive. Yawn bombing, which is deliberately yawning to make others yawn, is a sport in some cultures. In a group, 1 out of 20 people shares the same birthday as you. Comment your birthday in the comments and see who matches yours. Coffee was once deemed the devil's drink before being baptized by a pope. In Venice, all gondoliers are required to know the basics of singing. Subscribing to my account will make you more knowledgeable every day. Here's the question no one can answer. I have keys, but open no doors. I'm essential to music. Who am I? Drop your answer in the comments. Only smart people will get it right. If you hear your name when no one's around, it might be a call from another dimension. Disturbing facts that will shock you. Only the geniuses of this world will be able to answer the last question. Did you know that dolphins call each other by personalized names, much like we do with our first names? Someone is too shy to tell you they love you. It's the first person that appears when you click share, and then WhatsApp. Butterflies can see a range of colors we can't even imagine. People who talk to themselves are often seen as more intelligent. The first sunglasses were actually meant to be used by judges to hide their facial expressions. Comment tomorrow, and let your keyboard predict your day. Koalas have fingerprints so similar to ours that even experts could be fooled. By subscribing to my account, you'll get smarter every day. Before revealing the question only geniuses can answer, don't forget to like and subscribe. Here's the question. I'm always in front of you, but you can never see me. Day by day I'm there, but I disappear at night. Who am I? Drop your answer in the comments. If a nuclear bomb destroys the Earth, who will remember us? Shocking facts that will blow your mind. No one can answer the last question. Did you ever realize that chocolate was once used as currency by the ancient Aztecs? The person you think of the most is probably the one who thinks about you the most. Did you know that the stars we see in the sky might already be extinct because of the time it takes for their light to reach us? People who love horror movies are often better prepared to handle fear in real life. Comment "I am scared" and let your keyboard finish the sentence. The first person to envision Wi-Fi thought it would only be used for emergency communications. Did you know that oysters can change their sex depending on their reproductive needs? Following my account will immerse you in a world of amazing facts every day. Before revealing the question that no one can answer, remember to give a like and subscribe. Here's the question. I fly without wings. I cry without eyes. When I go, darkness flees. Who am I? Put your answer in the comments. 30% of people have already sniffed their fart in their hand after letting it out. Stay until the end of the video, because if you solve the riddle, you are officially smarter than 99% of the population. While you're watching this video, someone is thinking about you. It's the second person who appears when you click on the share icon, then on WhatsApp. People who like green tea are generally calmer. Did you know that the bee is the only insect that produces food consumed by humans? In 2015, a boy found a $5,000 gold nugget in a stream. The creators of the mobile phone could not imagine how essential their invention would become. People who play a musical instrument are more likely to be good at languages. In Italy, there are more World Heritage sites than in any other country. Following my account will make you smarter every day. Before revealing the riddle, remember to like and subscribe. Here's the riddle. The more guards I have, the less protected I am. What am I? Put your answer in the comments. Only smart people will find the answer to this riddle. Always pay attention to these details that could save your life, especially the last one. In case of a prolonged power outage in winter, keep the heat in by blocking drafts under doors and clustering living spaces. Dress in layers and use blankets to stay warm. It's possible that your phone is being tapped without your knowledge. To find out, click on the arrow at the bottom right, then swipe right and select the More option. If there's an app called Ear Spy, delete it immediately. When you write the comment "Rage," an emoji will appear. If it doesn't, your phone is probably a fake. If you are caught in a rip current at sea, do not swim directly toward the shore. Swim parallel to the beach until you are out of the current, then swim toward the shore. During a mountain hike, if you see dark clouds forming quickly, descend immediately. Storms in the mountains can be sudden and violent, with a high risk of lightning. According to a study, you become smarter than 80% of the population if you subscribe to my account. If I were you, I'd pay attention to what you're about to see. Here are some facts that are likely to surprise you, especially the last one. The baobab tree can store up to 120,000 liters of water in its trunk to survive droughts. Write in the comments what time you're seeing this video. The person who has 0 likes under this video is unique. Did you know? There are fire rainbows that form in the clouds thanks to sunlight refracted by ice crystals. An ant can lift 50 times its own body weight, which would be like a human lifting 3 cars. According to a study, you become smarter than 80% of the population if you subscribe to my account. The largest hamburger ever cooked weighed 1,164.5 kilograms and was made in Pilsting, Germany, on July 9, 2017. Be very careful with what you are about to see. These important facts could really save your life one day. The last fact is the most crucial. Your phone might be tapped without you knowing. To check, click on the arrow at the very bottom right, then swipe right and select the More option. If there is an app called Ear Spy, delete it immediately. During an earthquake, if you're indoors, do not rush towards the exits. It's often in these moments that injuries occur. Instead, get under a sturdy piece of furniture and protect your head and neck with your arms. When you write "slap" in the comments, an emoji will appear. If it doesn't, your phone is probably a fake. If you suspect serious food poisoning, don't take it lightly hoping it will pass. Some symptoms may indicate a medical emergency, especially if you experience severe abdominal pain, fever, or symptoms of dehydration. Moving in the dark could put you in greater danger. Find shelter and wait for daylight to move. According to a study, you become smarter than 80% of the population if you subscribe to my account. If I were you, I would never sleep with the television on. These facts could save your life one day. If someone breaks into your house at night, never turn on the lights because in the dark, you know your house better than the intruder does. If one day you feel sick and you spit out a brown liquid from your mouth, run to the hospital immediately. You could have an internal hemorrhage. Every time you go downstairs, take your hands out of your pockets. If you fall, you'll have your hands free to catch yourself during the fall and avoid hitting your head. Your cell phone is probably being spied on. To find out, click the arrow at the very bottom right, then swipe right and select the More option. If there is a blue radar application, delete it immediately. If you know someone who can lick their elbow, run away. They're very dangerous. If you're on the move a lot, make sure you keep your eyes well hydrated, especially on long journeys. Doctors don't save your life. They only prolong it. According to studies, you become smarter every day if you are subscribed to my account. Having an orgasm is like taking a cocktail of antidepressants, morphine, and relaxants. Here are some interesting facts you didn't know, especially the last one. There's someone who loves you secretly. It's the fourth person who appears when you click share, and then more. Superfetation is a rare phenomenon where a woman can conceive a second time while already pregnant, resulting in 2 simultaneous pregnancies. The person who has no likes in the comments is unique and special. The Hawaiian alphabet has only 12 letters. Children tend to grow faster in the spring. The stars seem to twinkle because of turbulence in the Earth's atmosphere. Before the last fact, subscribe to become smarter every day. The very first phone call from a mobile phone was made by Martin Cooper of Motorola in 1973, using a prototype of the Dynatac 8000X to contact a rival at Bell Labs. Genghis Khan cooled the planet by eliminating 11% of the world's population. Here are some random facts you might not have known, especially the last one. There's someone who is too shy to tell you they love you, and it's the third person who appears when you click on share and then on the More button. 70% of the oxygen we breathe comes from the ocean. It takes 7 sober months to repair brain damage related to excessive alcohol consumption. Your keyboard holds the secrets of your karma. Comment "I attract" and find out what fate has in store for you by clicking on the suggestions. 2-toed and 3-toed sloths are more distantly related evolutionary cousins than humans and chimpanzees, with 30 million years of separation compared to 6 million. We often change our voice when we talk to people we love. Acacia trees, whose leaves are eaten by giraffes, release an airborne chemical called ethylene. Ethylene alerts neighboring acacias to produce tannin, a toxin that makes the leaves poisonous and lethal if consumed in excess. If I were you, I would always pay attention to these details. These facts could save your life one day. If you smell fish or rotten eggs in your home for no apparent reason, get out immediately and call emergency services. It could be a natural gas leak. Your phone is probably being spied on. To find out, click the arrow at the very bottom right, then slide to the right and select the More option. If there is a blue radar app, delete it right away. When you write "weep" in the comments, an emoji should appear. If it doesn't, your phone is probably a fake. If you get bitten by a snake, stay calm. Do not attempt to suck out the venom. Immobilize the bitten body part and call for help immediately. If you get lost while hiking, stay where you are. It's easier for helpers to find someone who's standing still than someone who's moving. Use a whistle or sound signals to attract attention. If you get lost in the forest, avoid eating berries if you don't know them. Some can be very toxic. According to studies, you become smarter every day if you follow me. Did you know that humans can't eat polar bear meat? It contains so much vitamin A that it could kill a human in less than 24 hours. Here are some strange facts you might not have known. Have you ever thought that if you choke on an ice cube and pass to the other side, no one would understand the cause of your death? In the past, many dentists used teeth from deceased people to make dentures. There's someone you really appreciate, but unfortunately, this person doesn't feel the same way about you. It's the fourth person who appears when you click on share, then on WhatsApp. Only 6 people in the world have survived rabies. Rabies has a mortality rate of 99%, and you can have rabies for an entire year without any symptoms. And as soon as you show symptoms, it will be too late. Your keyboard knows exactly where you want to go. Write in the comments, "I want to go," and let your keyboard complete the phrase by clicking on the suggested words, and it will tell you the place you most want to visit. The world's oldest wine dates back to 7000 BC and was discovered in Georgia. If I were you, I'd pay attention to what you're about to see. Here are some facts that might surprise you, especially the last one. There's a lake in Tanzania, Lake Natron, whose water is so alkaline it can petrify animals that bathe in it. Did you know that you share your birthday with 120 million people? Comment your birth date and see who shares the same birthday as you. They say it's impossible to write your name with your eyes closed. Try it and tell me if you can do it, but please don't cheat. Some peppers are so strong they can literally dissolve nail polish. Trumpets were used in war not for music, but to send signals to troops over long distances. Did you know there is a fruit called miracle berry that makes acidic foods taste sweet temporarily after eating it? According to a study, you become smarter than 80% of the population if you subscribe to my account.
The origin of the word Bluetooth comes from King Harold Bluetooth, who is said to have fought naked to motivate his troops. Here are some facts you might not know, especially the last one. 95% of people say they get nervous when they hear "we need to talk." A study suggests that women can tell if a man is unfaithful just by looking at him, but men cannot do the same with women. Did you know that you share your birthday with 120 million people? Comment your birthday and see who has the same as you. They say it's impossible to write your name with your eyes closed. Try it and tell me if you can do it, but please, no cheating. The area between the eyebrows is called the glabella. The Dubai police fleet includes a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, and a Bentley. This allows them to catch speeders who can outrun other cars. Pay extremely close attention to these details, especially the last one. Here are some facts that will shock you. Before the invention of the electric light bulb, people slept an average of 10 hours a night. Did you know that you share your birthday with 120 million people? Comment your birth date and see who has the same as you. It is said that it's impossible to write your first name with your eyes closed. Try it and tell me if you manage, but please, no cheating. According to a study, you become smarter than 80% of the population if you subscribe to my account. The largest volcano in our solar system is not on Earth, but on Mars. It's called Olympus Mons, and it is 600 kilometers wide and 21 kilometers high.
Your ears continue to grow throughout your life at a rate of approximately 0.22 millimeters per year. Here are some facts that will shock you, especially the last one. Your phone is probably being spied on. To find out, click on the arrow at the very bottom right, then swipe to the right and select the More option. If there is an app called Blue Radar, delete it right away. The oldest known board game is the Royal Game of Ur, dating back to 2600 BC. Humans and dogs are the only known species that seek cues in someone else's eyes. Write in the comments "I lied about" and let the suggestions finish your sentence. It's going to be funny. Paper was originally made from rags, not wood. Chocolate was used as a medicine for the first 90 years of its existence. Your brain can generate up to 23 watts of power when awake, enough to power a light bulb. Before revealing the fact that will shock you, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It is possible to inflate a balloon without using your mouth or a pump. You just need to mix vinegar and baking soda. If I were you, I would always pay careful attention to these details. These facts might just save your life one day. In case of an earthquake, do not rush towards the exit. Protect yourself under a sturdy piece of furniture and wait until the shaking stops. Door frames are not always the safest option. Your phone is probably being spied on. To find out, click on the arrow at the very bottom right, then swipe right and select the More option. If there is an application called Blue Radar, delete it immediately. When you type "cry" in the comments, an emoji should appear. If it doesn't, your phone is probably a fake. If you feel an electric shock when touching an appliance, do not pull your hand away abruptly. Use something non-conductive like wood or plastic to unplug the appliance or cut the power. If you're out in the wilderness and need to find water, look for animal tracks. They often lead to water. According to studies, you become smarter every day if you follow me. According to an unexplained study, over the past few years, men's right arms have become more muscular than their left arms. Here are some facts that will shock you, especially the last one. Your phone is probably being spied on. To find out, click on the arrow at the very bottom right, then swipe right and select the More option. If there is an application called Blue Radar, delete it right away. When you type "sulk" in the comments, an emoji should appear. If it doesn't, your phone is probably a fake. Red wine turns orange over time, while white wine can become darker. Clownfish can change sex depending on the hierarchy of their group. Nomophobia is the fear of running out of battery on your phone. Whales sing at frequencies so low that the human ear can't hear them. Before revealing the last fact, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. In ancient Egypt, blue was considered a warm color, unlike today where it is associated with cold.